Hey, family, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you.
Hey, this is Nando from Chicago.
Oh, hi, Nando. How are you
Hello.
from Chicago?
Hello.
You sounded like Frank for a minute.
I'm great. Yeah, I agree with everything that's been said. First thing she really needs to do is back away from that friend and get a handle on what she's doing with herself.
Right.
That's the first. That's the very first thing she has to do. And to that point, be honest with her man, and find out what's missing. As far as the reason why she got married, I'm sure when she got married, there were, she had great reasons and said she'd be married forever. So I don't really think, being married 10 years, you get tired of that same person every day, but that's no reason to go find someone new and start discussing your life with. The more you put people in your life, the more attached you get to them. So, yeah, she is communicating with the wrong person, clearly. That's how I see it.
I agree.
Back away from that friend. You bring in a third person into your household, into your situation, into your day-to-day life. That's how you get attached to people, when you start talking about your day-to-day life. And it's easy to do that.
Got to go. I'm sorry.
Got to go.
Got to go. Cut them loose.
And let me also say this.
If the husband he gets wind of the friend, he might cut him loose for you. So you
no.
Well, all right. Well, let me also say this, and let me just clarify. I'm not saying that she should, not work this out with her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that at all. But she does need to have some kind of clarity so that this doesn't fog her up in any way. That's what I meant by that when I say ask yourself that question. I don't care if it's been 30 years, 40 years or 10 years. Now, 40 years, you need to just go and sit down somewhere. 32, but if you're into a situation and it's 10 years or whatever, or 2 years or whatever, and you're already having this burning desire to be with someone else and you're communicating with someone else, boyfriend got to go. I don't care where, because it's causing an issue of dissension. And like you said, Nando, you're going to get attached to whomever you're spending time with. That's just the way that it rolls. And she's setting herself up for disaster ultimately, but I still think that she really needs to ask herself this question: why did I get married? And those reasons do change, I believe. They don't always stay the same, like I'm hot, mad, passionately in love with you today, and that's why I married you. But then, a year or so down the line, you're my rock, you're solid, you're this. It could change. And she needs to re-clarify that within herself and have a rededication within herself, I think, is what I'm getting at. And not so much, why did I get married to this idiot? And why I got this ring on my finger. I think I should have been more clear. And that's all I'm saying.
Do you all think she should go to marriage counseling?
Perhaps.
He ain't talking to her husband. He has That's the first thing. Talk to him.
I mean, at the very least, she needs to talk to her husband and tell her she's dissatisfied wherever she's dissatisfied in that marriage. That's going to be the key thing she needs to do. Because if this person, and somebody in my family, I think it was my grandmother, she always told me the person who has your ear has your heart. And she's on a dangerously slippery slope with this friend. Yep. She's going to mess up. She's going to mess up because it's going to be a matter of time. If she does not remove herself, something is going to turn into kissing is going to turn into other things. And then she's cheated, and she's going to wonder how she got there. It's easy. It's so easy. It's easy to get there.
I don't think there's going to be any wonder into that.
No, I mean she's going to know. But it's one of those kind of things where you have to be very, very careful. I had a coworker who I was very, very close to, and we would talk all the time. He knew my life inside and out. I knew his inside and out. And one day he just looked up and realized he was on a slippery slope. He had been married a number of years, and he was at a point in his marriage where he didn't need a ring to know that he was married. His wife didn't wear a ring. He didn't wear a ring. But the more time he spent with me, he realized he was about to be in trouble. He started wearing that ring because he told me I needed a reminder that I'm married because I'm about to forget. And I said, okay, then I need to stop talking to you. The fact that we worked together made it a little difficult not to, deal with each other.
I'm sure.
But I, helped him out because when he get that loving look in his eye, and I'm like, you're married. I verbally tell him, Here, look at your hand, look at your ring. I said, I'm not about to slide down this slope with you. And it got to the point where we got back to the place where we understood we were just friends and that there would never be anything more between us. But, you know, it's easy to ignore that sometimes. When you are dealing with somebody who understands you, listens to you, can bring you a sense of happiness that you're missing, is dangerous. And as soon as that you feel like you're not satisfied in your relationship, whether you're married or not, you could be in a relationship dating for 10, 15 years and not married, but you're still committed. And if someone else is coming into that picture, clouding your thoughts and clouding your judgments and clouding your feelings, you need to decide, do you want your friend or do you want your husband, your spouse? And if you had any real sense at all, you pick the spouse first and try to work it out. And if it does not work out, then you're free to move on to your next move, whether that's with the friend or whether it's going to be with someone different and someone new altogether. You know, you're not going to find your happiness in somebody else's arms or in somebody else's bed. You have to figure it out. You have to, and if you can't, and if you realize that you're not happy in your relationship, you're not happy in your marriage, take the time to figure out why. And after you take the time to figure out why, and it can't be resolved, then you need to leave. But then after you leave, spend time by yourself. Don't just go running off to the next man or the man that's waiting in the wings for you. You need to spend time alone to figure out where your head is at and find out who you are and why you're making the decisions and the choices that you're making.
I agree with that. I agree. Some excellent points tonight, man. I'm telling you.
Good evening, Corner.
Hey. How you doing?
Hello.
This is Clay. How you guys doing? Just want to check in.
How you doing, Clay?
I'm doing good. I'm in Orlando, Florida, listening to you guys today. So
awesome.
Good topic. I got the text message. Great topic. I just jumped in. Where are you guys at on topic? I just wanted to know.
We're still on the first topic about the Dear Corner letter about the young lady having a friend and is in love with her friend more so than her husband.
Yeah, I think it's where you were. You know, can I just jump in? And great point so far. I think that everybody's, always great. But, it's funny because me and my wife have discussions from time to time about men and women friends and how that whole thing gets complicated real quick. And when you're in a serious relationship and what you should do with those friendships. And we've had a discussion before some months back about men and women friends. You guys probably know I don't agree with men having women having men friends and vice versa when you're in a relationship. Only because it never works out the way you want it to. And at least for me in my life, it never worked out. And I think that this is going to sound real shallow, but I got to, my famous words, got to keep it funky.
Got to keep it funky.
I got to. And Donna, I know Donna and Yvette personally. I've known them for years. They both will agree or disagree with this, but they're both attractive women, right? They both know an attractive woman can't have a male friend, period. Doesn't work, never will, sorry. I apologize for that, but doesn't work. And the men better keep it funky, too, because here's the deal. Women control those relationships. And if she ever missteps one time, I'm telling you right now, dude's going to jump in. Because it's less about our friendship is heavy, we deep, we're close to you. Them and friends play the girlfriend when you don't have a girlfriend. They play the friend when you do have a girlfriend. So it confuses men because a man can be in no relationship and his girlfriend, his friend, his woman friend will bring him soup, he's sick, go to the mall with him, go to the movies with him. I even heard women say, well, I lay in the bed with my male friend. He didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Well, what are you doing? You can't lay in the bed with a man and expect, are you stupid? So it's one of those things we had to start figuring out where you want to draw that line. And end of the day, men are in armies with men because we're warriors with men for all these years because that's what we can handle. That's as much camaraderie as we need. We start getting emotions involved. Men start getting that emotion thing all twisted up. The next thing you know, you wake up one day and your friend's like, hey, I really dig you. I'm in love with you. It's like, wait a minute, we just friends. And that always happens. It always happens. I don't care how much you want to dispute it. If you're in close contact with a man for any moment in time, at some point he's going to get it mixed up. Because when emotions get involved, we get lost. And that's just the truth. Take it or leave it. Keep it funky.
and that was real funky because no man is laying in the bed with you and don't want none. Plain and simple.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you're in your deathbed, and you may try to get up.
Oh, my God.
And that's just the truth, fellas.
Well,
we appreciate it.
And you know what? I was going to bring that up as well, is that if she's not careful, this guy is waiting in the wings, salivating. This is how I see it. And I'm just keeping it real, or like Clay says, keeping it funky. That's why I said she needs to ask herself. Because I'm going to tell you something else, too, from a woman's point of view. You already know what you're up to. Don't play, okay? Let's also put that on the table. I'm trying to be nice, but let's pull the covers off, like Color said, and stop giving this person cupcakes. You already know what's on your mind. That's why you're hitting us up, and I hate to sound so brash and crass with you, but the reality is the reason why you're hitting up the corner and asking our opinion, because you're looking for a reason to slip. We ain't gonna let you slide, boo. We're not gonna do that. We're going to put that back on you and allow you to make that decision for yourself, because you already know what you want to do. Okay? You're trying to find justification. And the reason why I can say this, and I'm just keeping it real, I've been there. Okay? Been there. I'm looking for a reason. Just give me just one. He could burp wrong, and it's only popping with bruh. Do you see what I'm saying? So, putting it on the table like that, let's just keep it real. This person, she already knows where the coochie coupon go to. She already knows what's going to happen next. But now you need the justification to either stay or to go. Do not play with fire, sweetheart, because eventually, I ought to know, you're going to get burnt. You can say what you want. Well, I know what this is. I know what this is all about. No, you don't. You're just looking for a reason to provide yourself with some type of release that you don't believe that you can get from your everyday husband. I wouldn't play that game. If I knew that someone had my back, if I knew that I could count on this person, that we've been through thick and through thin, and we're running through a rough patch right now, somebody is waiting in the wings for you to slip and fall, and he gonna catch you, honey, undressed. How about that? Ooh. I'm done.
Wow.
Okay. You said that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just being real.
Yeah, that's the truth, though.
No cupcakes around here.
No. I mean, because you already know. That's why you write heart just palpitating while you typing the letter up. Ask me how I know. Okay?
Oh, how you know?
Already made the decision, girlfriend. Trust.
See, here's the whole game. When she's having these conversations with the extra guy, and she's saying everything that's going wrong in her life with her marriage or anything, that's just fueling his fire, too.
Exactly.
So he's going like, he's the shoulder to cry on and everything like that, and, he's patting her on the back, and before you know it, he's patting her on the behind. Like, it's okay. You can confide in me, baby, it's all right. I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. Because he's thinking, okay, she's married. I know this. He knows the game. It's a game in his mind for the extra guy. He's just waiting for the time to swoop in.
That's it.
Sorry.
But she's giving him room to do that, too, though. I mean, just from what we're hearing, if you really want to save what you got at home, this wouldn't even be a conversation. This wouldn't be a letter written. You're considering it.
That's true.
So, dear sister that wrote the letter, you're not pulling the wool over our eyes.
No.
We're not going to validate your foolishness.
We're not going to validate it. We're not going to tell you it's okay. You're fine. Just like at the beginning of the show. No. We're not going to just lob something over there for you to say, "Oh, wow, the corner said that I could just be with my best friend." No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.